The Ronin and the Empty Cup. In a small Japanese village at the foot of a misty mountain, there lived a wandering Ronin, a masterless samurai named Hiroshi. He was known for his unmatched swordsmanship, but also for his arrogance. Hiroshi had defeated many warriors in his travels, and his confidence grew with each victory. Yet deep within, he felt an emptiness he could not explain. No amount of skill or victory seemed to fill the void. One day, he heard of a reclusive Zen master, Master Kaien, who lived atop the mountain. The villagers whispered that Kaien held the wisdom to unlock true peace. Intrigued, and thinking he could learn something to make himself invincible, Hiroshi decided to seek him out. But what happens when the strongest warrior meets the simplest wisdom? Can true strength lie in something other than the sword? Hiroshi climbed the mountain and found the Zen master in a modest hut surrounded by blooming cherry trees. The old man sat quietly, sipping tea. "Master Kaien," Hiroshi began, bowing stiffly, "I have come to learn the secret to ultimate strength." "Teach me." Kaien glanced at him, smiled faintly, and motioned for Hiroshi to sit. He brought out a teapot and a cup, gesturing for the Ronin to hold it. Without a word, Kaien began pouring tea into the cup. Hiroshi watched as the tea filled the cup, then began to overflow, spilling onto his hands and the floor. "Stop!" he exclaimed. "The cup is full." Kaien stopped pouring and said calmly, "Exactly. You are like this cup, Hiroshi, so full of your own knowledge and pride that there is no room for anything new." Hiroshi frowned, but said nothing. Kaien then pointed to a nearby bamboo grove. "If you wish to learn, you must become like the bamboo hollow and open, willing to bend and receive." Hiroshi, still skeptical, asked, "How can I empty my cup, then? I have worked my whole life to fill it with skill and knowledge." Kaien smiled. "Follow me." He led Hiroshi to a stream flowing through the forest. Kaien knelt by the water, cupped his hands, and let the stream flow through them. "The stream never clings to the water it holds," he said. "It lets it pass, always ready to receive more." Hiroshi stared at the stream, his mind racing. For years, he had clung to his victories, his pride, and his belief in his superiority. Yet, like a cup that overflowed, he had no space for growth or peace. Kaien rose and handed Hiroshi his sword. "Now strike me," he said. Hiroshi hesitated. "You are unarmed, master." "I cannot." "Why not? Are you not confident in your skill?" The Ronin gripped his sword, but found he could not lift it. He realized that the master's calm and presence had disarmed him without a single move. Hiroshi fell to his knees, laying his sword on the ground. "I understand now. True strength is not in clinging to what I know, but in letting go and remaining open." Kaien smiled. "You have taken your first step toward emptiness. Only an empty cup can be filled. Only an open heart can find peace." Hiroshi stayed with the master for months, learning not just the art of the sword, but the art of the mind. When he finally descended the mountain, he was no longer just a warrior. He was a man at peace with himself.